Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you come in defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession. Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. On 2nd and 9, Fields. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Running out of the gun with ETN. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. ETN. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. First down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And he's got Pierce. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Fields throwing again. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, ETN once more. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 7-7, our score after one. Now a first down throw, Fields. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Second down and goal. Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Fields. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. It'll go down to a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend with the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man showed up the extra body and made the play call a success.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got some space here. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, it reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the full...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T.J. Hockenson. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's lap.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. On 2nd and 10, Fields eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Fields. Catch is made by Metcalf. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, it's Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. First down. Here's Corral with it. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Corral, another throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle, and that will tie us at 24 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the break. Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. And Corral will throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Screen that time. Now it's 4th down.
That's a defense you want to watch when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. There's Tremble, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Corral. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact that they went for it.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break up the big run on his own. Oftentimes, you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. ETN up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Good yardage. yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? To throw is Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. T.J. Hockenson with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. Corral lost it. The ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now the rookie's free. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. Yeah, he's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Fakes the handoff here. Corral. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball through, and it's second down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that gets correctly. They would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Corral. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A 1st down throw here for Corral. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 14. Throwing here, Corral. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Rashad Bateman, 52 yards. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
That one could very easily have been intercepted. If it does get picked up, they could possibly seal this one.
coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Here's Corral on 1st down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 22, Corral. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. Panther touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own. Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6, and how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action here. Corral. Looking deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Really a 4-picker ball game.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. 7 yards there and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Clock counting.